The Bible does not mention Jesus visiting Rome. Based on the Bible, there's no reason to think Jesus ever visited any place other than Palestine and Egypt. In modern terms, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt. The Roman writer Suetonius, in his biography of the Emperor Claudius, says, as the Jews were making constant disturbances at the instigation of Chrestus, he, Claudius, expelled them from Rome. Suetonius appears to have thought that Jesus was in Rome at the time of Claudius, who ruled AD 41–54. Most likely Suetonius thought that Christians talking about Jesus were talking about someone who was physically with them there in Rome. Perhaps they talked about Jesus being with them in a spiritual sense and Suetonius misunderstood. I don't know any Christian scholar or historian who thinks that Jesus was ever in Rome during his earthly life. Of course, as Jesus is God, he sees all and knows all, and would be in Rome in that sense, just like he is everywhere else in the world. We can be fairly confident that Jesus never visited Rome, so your question has it backwards. The reason for this confidence is based on the following observations. The New Testament and later writings, traditions are completely silent on any visit. It likely would have been mentioned by someone if it had happened. The only significant city Jesus is known to have visited is Jerusalem, and then only for religious feasts. If the Gospels are to be trusted on this issue, Jesus' ministry was pursued in small towns and rural areas. The only major city in Galilee, Sepphoris, was a mere 5 miles from Jesus' hometown but is never mentioned in early Christian sources. This suggests that Jesus avoided cities except when absolutely necessary. A journey from Galilee to Rome would have been expensive, long, and dangerous. No one would make that journey without a compelling reason, and Jesus had no known reason at all to go there. The challenge of getting to Rome is well illustrated by both Peter and Paul, who had reasons to go there as part of their Gentile ministry, but didn't make it there until decades later. In Paul's case, he only made it there in chains despite long intending to go. Many think Jesus traveled across Eurasia in his 20s where he learned ideas from Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Brahmanism, Mo-Tse in particular, and Confucianism, the Golden Rule. He may have been banished for something serious, according to Thomas, and became a driver in caravans upon the Silk Road. Central Asia was probably an area of ideas exchanged. Then he returned to Palestine to philosophize and preach. He was a genius in his synthesis. At around 70 CE, his brother James proclaimed Jesus the Son after the Jews lost their revolt against Rome. Jesus had indeed proclaimed this, but his being the Son was due to a metaphor within the messianic logic of Jews under Rome's dominance. He wanted to divert hopeless revolt into religion, averting their crisis. His deification was due to Paul, who probably had a guilty conscience, and James for his posthumous rehabilitation of his brother.